In the tapestry of Jewish wisdom, the Torah offers profound guidance on the human tendency to compare oneself to others, whether in the realm of material wealth or spiritual achievements. This inclination is as old as humanity itself, and the Torah, along with its commentaries and traditions, provides both caution and inspiration on how to approach it. From the very beginning, the Torah introduces the concept of the comparison through the story of Cain and Abel. Cain, upon seeing that his offering was not regarded as favorably as Abel's, became despondent and jealous. God's response to Cain is instructive. Why are you angry, and why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin crouches at the door. This narrative highlights a core Torah principle. Each person's spiritual journey is unique, and it is not our place to measure our worth by the standards of another. Instead, the Torah encourages us to focus on our own actions and growth. When it comes to material wealth, the Torah is equally clear-eyed. The 10th commandment, "You shall not covet anything that belongs to your neighbor," addresses the destructive power of envy. The Torah recognizes that comparing oneself to others in terms of possessions leads not to fulfillment, but to dissatisfaction and moral compromise. In the book of Pirkei Avot, the Ethics of the Fathers, it is taught, "Who is rich? The one who is happy with his lot." This teaching reframes wealth entirely, not as an absolute amount, but as an attitude of gratitude and contentment. The Torah's approach is not to deny the reality of differences between people. Indeed, it acknowledges that individuals are blessed with varying resources, talents, and circumstances. Rather, it teaches that these differences are part of a divine plan, and that each person is entrusted with their own unique mission. The Mishnah in Sanhedrin states, "Therefore, man was created alone, to teach you that whoever destroys a single soul, it is as if he destroyed an entire world. And whoever saves a single soul, it is as if he saved an entire world." This underscores the infinite value of each individual, independent of comparison. In spiritual matters, the Torah emphasizes personal growth over competition. The Talmud relates that when a person is judged after life, the question will not be, "Why were you not as great as Moses?" but rather, "Why were you not as great as you could have been?" See, the focus is on self-actualization, on becoming the fullest expression of one's own potential, not on surpassing others. This perspective is beautifully illustrated in the story of the manna, the miraculous food that sustained the Israelites in the desert. The Torah describes how each person gathered according to his need, no more, no less. Those who tried to take extra found that it did not last. The lesson is clear. God provides for each individual according to their unique requirements, and striving to acquire what belongs to another is both futile and spiritually corrosive. The Torah also recognizes the positive potential of comparison when used as a source of inspiration rather than envy. In the book of Proverbs, it is written, "Envy of writers increases wisdom." The sages explain that seeing the accomplishments of others can motivate us to strive higher, provided it does not lead to resentment. The key is to transform comparison into a catalyst for personal growth, rather than a cause for bitterness. Jewish tradition is rich with stories of great figures who exemplified this approach. Hillel the Elder, one of the most revered sages, was known for his humility and for never comparing himself to others. He taught, "If I am not for myself, who will be for me? But if I am only for myself, what am I?" This delicate balance, caring for one's own growth while remaining connected to others, lies at the heart of the Torah's wisdom. The Torah also warns against the dangers of arrogance that can arise from comparing oneself favorably to others. In the book of Deuteronomy, the Israelites are cautioned, "And you may say in your heart, 'My power and the strength of my hand have gotten me this wealth.' But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the power to get wealth." The Torah reminds us that all blessings, whether material or spiritual, are ultimately gifts from God, and that humility is the appropriate response. In practical terms, the Torah encourages a life of gratitude, generosity, and self-reflection. The mitzvah of tzedakah, or charity, is not merely an obligation to those less fortunate, but a recognition that our resources are entrusted to us for a higher purpose. By giving to others, we acknowledge that wealth is not an end in itself, but a means to serve and uplift. Similarly, in spiritual pursuits, the Torah advocates for regular self-examination. The daily prayers include a request, "Lead us not into temptation, nor into jealousy." This is a recognition that the urge to compare is ever present, and that we must actively seek to cultivate contentment and humility. The Torah's vision is one of a harmonious society, where each individual is valued for their unique contributions. The prophet Micah summarizes the ideal. "What does the Lord require of you? Only to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God." To walk humbly is to recognize our own worth without diminishing the worth of others, to celebrate our blessings without begrudging those of our neighbors. In conclusion, the Torah offers a timeless response to the human tendency to compare. It teaches that true wealth lies in gratitude, that spiritual greatness is measured by personal growth, and that the differences between people are not a source of division, but of purpose. By focusing on our own journey, appreciating our blessings, and seeking to uplift others, we fulfill the Torah's vision for a life of meaning, harmony, and peace.